I did not read the questions.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Let us begin with the metta meditation. As we did yesterday, we just recite metta recital and then meditate quietly so that we will have little more time to do silent meditation. I think that is very important, and instructions are already clear because I have repeated it maybe hundreds of times already from March 23rd. So by now it may have been registered in people's minds. So let us begin with the metta. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hate or resentment, whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake. One should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desires for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. dukkha pattaca nidukkha, bhaya pattaca nibbhaya, soka pattaca nisoka, hontu sabbe pipanino. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. Let us focus our mind on the answers to this question that Brian will read for me.
I'll try. Dear Bhante G, will there be any kilesa prahana when one is in Sotapanna Phala Samapatti, or the kilesa prahan occurs in the Magga and Phala gap? Is it one chitta takshana or more?
Okay. Now, this question is very answer to this question.
Bhante, could you translate it first for the English speakers in the audience?
Okay.
I might as well have been speaking Latin.
Will there be any kilesa pahana when one is sotapanna phala samapatti, or kilesa prahana occurs in the magga? Magga and phala gap, is it one chittakana or more? Now, sotapanna is the stream entry. The question is, would there be any destruction of any defilements during the time one is in stream entry fruition stage? The gap between stream entry path stage and fruition stage is one mind moment. Now, that is the question. So asked question has very important part to remember. One part is to staying in the stream entry fruition stage. We have mentioned earlier, when you in order to attain the stream entry fruition stage, one must overcome three fetters: belief in permanent self, doubt, and belief in rules and rituals. These are three fetters that one must destroy when one attains the stream entry fruition stage. Okay, keep this in mind. Now, the question is, can one destroy any defilements? Person may be assumed other than these three in the fruition stage of stream entry. No, the person has already destroyed three very, very powerful fetters, defilements. He doesn't destroy any other defilements in the stage of fruition stage. Now, this another part of the question is, the person assumed or heard or studied from somewhere that there is only one mind moment gap between stream entry path stage and fruition stage. That means there is no any moment for anybody to do anything between stream entry, path and fruition. I dispute that. I dispute and disagree with that. No matter what other people say, my disagreement, dispute is based on the sutras that Buddha has taught. One specific sutra I mentioned earlier is in Majjhima Nikaya, in the middle length discourses. That discourse is in the third volume. It's called Vibhanga, analysis. That discourse is called Dakkhina Vibhanga Sutta, discourse on the analysis of offering things. In that discourse, Buddha mentioned that there are 14 individual dana. 14. One is giving dana, giving anything to an animal. You get certain amount of merits. When you give dana to a very, very corrupt, wicked human being, and still you get certain amount of merits. Then you give dana to a person who may not be a Buddhist and simply following good principles. Anybody can follow good principles if they want, having good morality. If one gives dana to such a person, then that person gets certain amount of merits. Then giving dana to one who is in the stage of stream entry. One who is in the stream entry. Then he gets certain amount of merits. If one gives dana to one who is in stream entry fruition stage, then he gets certain amount of merits. Now this goes on like that. Since your question is about the stream entry person and the gap between stream entry fruition and the path stage, you said in your question is one mind moment. One mind moment. My dear friends, you just think, what can you do within one mind moment? Mind moment is so quick that you hardly can notice it. Can you give dana during that time to anyone? Even before you think of giving dana, thought is changed. The person is no longer in the stream entry path stage. He is only in fruition stage. All you find all the time is only those who are in the stream entry fruition stage. Second stage, fruition stage. Sakadagami, fruition stage. Third, anagami, fruition stage. Arahant, fruition stage. You don't find anybody. For you to give dana, you don't find anybody who is in Magga stage of stream, the fruition, the path stage, for you to give anything. There's no way. It can happen. Cannot happen. Another thing is when we talk about the qualities of the Sangha, Atta Purisa Puggala, we say Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Samejapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani. Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani, such as 4 pairs and 8 individuals. Buddha talked about 8 individuals, not 8 mind moments. 8 individuals. And Buddha said in several places, So maggam bhaveti bahuli karoti. One enters the fruition and then he cultivates it, develop it, practice it to attain the fruition stage. So, this is the sutta explanations you can find. So, based on this information from suttas, I dispute that the gap between path stage and fruition stage is limited only to one thought or mind moment. I dispute it. And you cannot do that anything. And therefore, you can give dana or do anything with someone who is in fruition path stage and fruition stage. Then how that happens, how one attains the path stage first and then attain the fruition stage. I explained this earlier in one of our earlier discourses, earlier talks. You keep practicing Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path. When you practice Noble Eightfold Path, you practice the factors of enlightenment. When you practice Noble Eightfold Path, you practice mindfulness, investigation, and effort, then tranquility, concentration, equanimity, and all this joy, and all this you practice when you practice 8 steps of the Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path, Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, and so forth. Right mindfulness, right thinking, and so on. When you practice this, you practice all the 37 factors of enlightenment, or in summary form, 7 factors of enlightenment. So you practice Noble Eightfold Path, the factors of enlightenment at mundane level. As I mentioned yesterday, Sasava, Punyabhagya, Upadivepakka. You have defilement, Sasava, Asava, belonging to meritorious part, and then you are attached to the results. And then you will be promoted yourself through this practice to the higher level. That is supramundane level of practicing the factors of enlightenment and Noble Eightfold Path. Then that is called Viveka Nisitang, Viraga Nisitang, Nirodha Nisitang, Vassagga Parinami. That is, your practice is based on seclusion, Viveka, non-clinging, dispassion, Viraga, Nirodha, cessation, and abandonment of defilements. This is the base. On this base you practice for Noble Eightfold Path, 37 factors of enlightenment. And then you naturally develop your mind to overcome one of the fetters, either the notion of permanent self or doubt, or believing in attaining liberation by following rules and rituals. One of them, the moment you have destroyed one of them, you are on the stream entry path stage. Now you are practicing Noble Eightfold Path at the supramundane quality. Supramundane quality. And now you are stream entry path winner. And you keep repeating this again and again and again and again. Then you destroy one of the other three fetters. That means either if you destroy doubt, you may destroy the belief in permanent self. Second, still you are in the stream entry path stage. When you destroy the remaining fetter, then you definitely fall onto stream entry fruition stage. To do those things in this way, Buddha's teaching is Anupubba Sikha, Anupubba Kiriya, Anupubba Patipada. Anupubba Sikha means training gradually, practicing, Patipada is practicing, Kiriya means action gradually, and Anupubba Patipada, practicing, following the principles gradually, then you attain this stage. You attain stream entry, fruition stage. So therefore, Noble Eightfold Path is called Sota. You talk about Sotapanna. Now Noble Eightfold Path is called Sota, which you can see it in Samyutta Nikaya when Buddha asked Venerable Sariputta, what did he mean by Sota? Venerable Sariputta answered the Buddha saying, this very same Noble Eightfold Path, Venerable Sir, is Sota. Sota means stream. So we are talking about stream entry. Then Buddha asked, what is the stream entry? The individuals who entered this path with supramundane level is called stream enterer. So your answer to your question is really long, but I have to be very specific. These are not my own interpretations. This is the meaning I got from the teaching of sutras of the Buddha. And therefore, I hope you understand the answer to this question. Next question. Would the person know how much more to prahana, and how does he know this? Yes, because that is a good part of that question is quite related to the first one.
Prahana?
Prahana means abandoning, destroying. So one who has destroyed what you call one of the three fetters, say he destroyed the doubt, then he knows, I have destroyed only doubt. I have to destroy clinging to rules and rituals. I have to destroy believing in permanent self. So he knows what he has destroyed and what he has not destroyed. And even for him to think how much he has destroyed, how much he has to destroy, he needs time. So if all this happens within one mind moment, he has no time to think how much I have destroyed, how much I am going to destroy. And therefore, this is how it happens. This is how he knows.
Thank you, Bhante. Dear Bhante G, Sakya Diti has 20 different ditis, as I've heard. For Rupa, there are 4, and for Nama, there are 16. Then I heard Uchacheda Diti comes under this 4 Rupa Ditis, and it is called Kama Sukhalikanu Yoga. And then Saswatha Diti comes under the 16 Nama Ditis and called Atha Kilamanthanu Yoga. Could you please explain this first to us in English?
Okay, I want to translate this into English because people may not understand all this.
Yeah.
Sakkaya Ditthi has 20 different ditthis, as I heard. Sakkaya Ditthi means believing in existence of some permanent self. That is called Ditthi, means belief, view, Sat means is, Kaya means body. So in the body, this means these 5 aggregates, there is something permanent called self. That is the meaning of Sakkaya Ditthi. Ditthi means view. Ditthi, whenever one uses the word Ditthi, Ditthi has 2 meanings. It is used for the right Ditthi, right view, or wrong view. For instance, Ditthi Patta, in Pali, Ditthi Patta, one who attains to the vision. There, Ditthi means right Ditthi, right view, or right vision. In other place, it is used Miccha Ditthi. Sometimes Miccha Ditthi means wrong view. So Ditthi is used for both right and wrong. When it is specified to mean right view, then it is called Samma Ditthi. If it is specified to mean wrong, then it is called Miccha Ditthi. Miccha and Samma. Okay. Now, the question is, for Rupa, 4 and Nama 16, this interpretation is completely wrong. Completely wrong, not even partially. There are 20 views with regard to self. 20 views. How you get the 20 views, wrong views of self? In the first place, there is no self, but yet people think that there is self. How they think? They think, I don't want to say it in Pali to save time. They believe that self is in the form, first they believe self and the body are identical, one. Second is self is in the body. Third is body is in the self. Fourth is self and body are different. Then now you have 4. Now we have 5 aggregates. You apply this 4 to the all 5 aggregates. Then you have 20 wrong views. For instance, about feeling. Feeling also you think that way. Soul and feeling are identical. Soul is in the feeling, or feeling is in the soul, or soul and feeling are separate. 4. Then similarly you go for perceptions, thought, consciousness. So when you multiply these 5 with these 4, you get 20. This is how you get 20 types of different views regarding permanent self. Then Uchcheda Ditthi, Sassata Ditthi are 2 views. Sassata Ditthi means the view of perpetual existence of permanent self. That is what you call sasata ditti, sasata. Other is uchcheda ditti. Uchcheda ditti means after death everything comes to an end. That is very strong, the highest belief in the materialists' world. Materialists think this is the one and only life we have, nothing more. When we die, earth element goes to earth, earth element in the body goes to earth element, water elements in the body go to water element, fire element go to the fire element, air element go to the air elements, and then finish, nothing, no more, just zero. That is called Uchcheda Ditti, that view. Sasata Ditti is that the self keeps on going on and on and on and on, life after life, life after life. It never ends. Never ends. That's called Sasata Ditti. Now, Attakilmatana Yoga and Kamasikhalukana Yoga, Kama Sukhalikani Yoga, meaning one is engaged in sensual pleasures, enjoying sensual pleasures, thinking that there is no more life after this. This is the only life, and therefore eat and drink, enjoy and make merry and be happy, no more, nothing, everything is going to end. That is the practice of Uchchedavadi. Uchcheda means the materialists who think that there is no more life. That is called Kama Sukhallikana Yoga. Get involved only in sensual pleasure. Then the other is Attakilimatana Yoga. Those individuals who think that life goes on and on and on and on and on and on forever, they are somewhat better than those Uchchedavadin. They are somewhat better because they practice good moral principles. They even practice various rituals. They follow the fetter called believing in rites and rituals. They believe in rites and rituals, and they observe sila, morality. And they keep doing that, believing that they will be reborn in a better place after death, and then again better place after death, again better place, and so forth. They simply want to be better and better and better and better. It never ends going to be better. And therefore, that is that practice. So, we have few seconds for another question.
Oh, yeah. Let's see which one would be a shorter answer. That one?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Bhante G, how can we relate the feeling to every moment of our breath moving? Could you please explain this?
I think that is a good question. All these questions are good. You are asking questions to clarify your doubts. This question is related to practice. I have to say that if we are mindful, we experience feelings all alone in our breathing, in our perceptions, in our thoughts, whatever we experience, in that experience there is a feeling. Without feeling, it is impossible for you to perceive something. Therefore, every moment you feel, you are mindful, you know feeling arising and passing away. Even when you are not mindful, you experience feelings. That is very clear. But the difference between mindfulness persons using feeling and unmindful persons using feeling is that mindful person sees the feeling is rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling with everything else. Unmindful person simply feels and have pain or pleasure and forget about rising and falling. That means that person does not pay attention to impermanence. Mindful person pays attention to impermanence because the mindful person sees impermanence, rising and falling, rising and falling. That is the difference between these two. There's another question which we can answer another time, on maybe next Friday. You hold on to that question. And thank you, friends, for participating in this Dhamma discussion. As we repeat every day, may all beings suffering from COVID-19 particularly, we hear more and more and more people fall sick, are affected by this COVID-19, and therefore we send all our metta to all of them to recover very quickly. Plus, we send the metta to others who are very, very careless, very, very unmindful, very, very foolish, not to take care of this, not to do anything to prevent this from happening. We send our metta. We send our metta for them to be more careful, more mindful, and take care of themselves and live long in good health without being affected by this COVID-19. Secondly, there are people who are taking care of this COVID-19. We hear sometimes some hospital beds are completely full. ICUs are completely full. So many patients are appearing every single day. In spite of all these things, there are some very wonderful, very compassionate doctors, nurses, and hospital staffs, and some of them already got this COVID-19, and we want to wish them to be free from this, free from being attacked by this, for them to continue their wonderful service and live very long in good health to continue their noble, selfless service. And there are many generous people who are supporting hospitals and what do you call this virus? What do you call it? The
Vaccine.
Vaccines to help people with their very generous support. Some have already found some vaccines, and may they continue the production, continue the distribution, continue their supports to make it possible for people to have it and recover from this sickness and or prevent it from happening in future. overall, we want to wish all the good, mindful, insightful, wise persons, the leaders and so on, who have been taking care of themselves and others with mindfulness and understanding to continue their wonderful service. And overall, I wish all of you who are very sympathetic, I know you are very kind, I am sure just like me or even better, you wish all of them to be free from this uh, sickness and live long in good health. Thank you very much for participation.
Thank you, Bante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bante.
Bhante.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bante.
Brian.
Sadhu, sadhu.